No,
Mm.
yes, and I don't know about the guy. He's one of the guys crazy. Like when he dropped me on, I would come and like he clean my gutter, and it's just oh God, I do some spraying at the house, and it's just yesterday
Yeah.
I am telling my niece them to tell him I say to go and check the gutter in the back. I have a gutter behind it, the government responsible, but hey, don't worry, I just clean it myself. It's to save my property.
Yeah.
And they tell me gone can't want to work. Only to hear today. My
Wow.
niece is calling me from Florida and she asked me what is his real name. I say, I don't know. All they know is call him doctor. But she tell me the picture she's seeing. It's him. And she said on Facebook, somebody is saying that they saw him in the area with a towel around him. He looked distressed. But then she said the next thing now they're showing you with him the Coast Guard from Grenada taking him out of the water and
Oh, that's sad.
oh God. Jeez. He live in the yard with my niece then.
Yes, yes.
And my niece, one of my niece home, they tell me that he came and asked him, you think I should go Cano on? He asked the three of them. One. And they say, well, it's up to you if you're not getting any work or pay, but I don't know if he didn't have his medication with him, and I don't know about Kingsley and Melly, but
Well,
it's life. That he's so good to me. From the time I go anyway, if I'm coming down the steps, he would first come. He and this lady, Miss John, have a nephew, Job, and well, you see how I live there, Kingsley, the Commander,
I
come,
I
come, come,
I
come,
I,
come.
I come to pick you up to carry airport. I thought I come to a funeral. Everybody started to cry. I said, "What are you
Would you
crying for?"
stop it?
And I'm going away. I said, "Oh yeah, that's really crazy."
Well,
Oh. I
Kingsley,
think I see a friend this morning, Miss Richard Park. I take a glimpse of some place.
where you saw by your mother?
I went in a particular area and the person called me, right?
Hmm.
And in my revenue mirror, it tells me it's her, but I said that person couldn't be
No,
this
well,
area.
but probably she was up by her mom because her mom
Yeah,
is only from the States.
yeah,
So,
yeah, yeah,
yeah, it have to be up in Sister Eileen area. If it's not done by her,
yeah,
it's up by her mom.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
But I don't know if she's listening because the internet up there broke down. Yes.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
yeah, so Glasgow, let me cheer up a little bit.
Yes.
Kings, we have some people. I don't know what I do to them. It seems as though they want to take away Miss V job. I don't know why they're wrestling on me on one hand and for Kingsley and another set of people telling Kingsley, oh, you have Anita too long and the radio, you should cut you off. No. These are people, but if you have some friends, you don't need no enemies because these are people that I know for long and just for politics. But you know what hurt me, Glasgow?
Yes.
They don't come on radio and never hear the voice on radio. They can't talk on radio, but they learn to talk by my name.
That's how it is.
No,
and
serious. I mean, some people want to come first, but if you depend on them, the race will never start.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
You
yeah.
understand? And I hope they're listening. So I tell Kings I'll take a sabbatical. And I tell a few people, Anita, but you crazy. I say, no, I'm going to stick with me at time with the angels in the morning. Yeah, and I know they got chat for me tonight, but all they have to do don't sleep. That's what Kings you was talking about, and I will make it short.
Yes.
I was telling Noel and Comrade Snack is that when the referendum, I sat here class when I cried, and when I tell you I cried tears. But here they say, you see, after the 2020 election, I never even remember referendum again unless somebody bring it up.
Okay.
Because Glasgow, if those people had passed that referendum, where would we be today? Glasgow?
Yeah.
Because here, one of the clauses in it was the popular vote, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
You feel me where I'm going?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And then here, where would have been concern to whether these blissless and these storms and all these trials, because here we lost it in 29. 2010 was election. And then 2015, one of the clauses that he could only be prime minister for 2 terms,
Yeah.
so he would have been gone. So I don't even remember the referendum. I sure that they over there clapping their head and biting up one another that they didn't pass it. You understand? And finally, Kingsley, you're talking about shallow waters, but here, the ULP, the head, and all the supporters. We could swim in deep waters and we can swim in shallow waters. Anyone that come to meet us, but here what happened? You see all those people on the other side, they worrying about shallow waters because shallow waters may and could drown them. Gentlemen, I am listening. Take God care. I love you guys. You can be good. Be careful. God bless you. Get home safe. Kingsley, I love you. The love of God. How can I forget Mr. Horn? You think I forget him now, but no, I was waiting for you to bring Mr. Horn. Good evening, sir. You take care.
Before you go though, let me say good evening to Mr. Mason too.
Well, but hey, I have to wait. I was going to tell Mr. Mason good evening. The mistress is in the house. I don't want to be Mrs. nor Miss. I want to be the mistress. The mistress gets all the attention.
And you prefer people care for you than people love you, okay?
Of course, yes.
And
I want when somebody care for you, you don't understand. It's to the end. I care for you. About love, I don't know. That will follow after, but I care for you.
That love got consequences, and careful.
I like this one.
What consequence it has?
When you love, you go find out.
For you? Well, boy, me have some love for share. Me not go on for me. Listen, I'm gone. Let me get somebody else a chance.
Yes,
Come on, what's there cracking up? All right, come, I'll catch you on Sunday.
Come on, studying right now. Yeah. Let me say good evening to Mrs. Jordan, Junior and Senior. Hope that you listen to you. Jacqueline Jordan and Val Matthias, Mommy. Good to know you guys are listening. 4579997. Send your call, your WhatsApp, or if you call them from a digicel, it's 532-9997. Anything else, Glasgow, you want to talk about?
Well, Kingsley, for a long time we've been asking about the road program that the ULP had planned to roll out, after the airport. And
Senator Francis said it would be a more of our roadworks.
Yes, that there was going to be but I am at present, Kingsley, there is a rollout of roadwork. For example, in Western George, we know that a number of roads are being done.
You know that we fixed the one done by Kashaka Cupid, right?
Yes. You call that in plan.
Yes.
You have the plan road.
Make sure fixing that's when people come to go look for our choice of candidate.
Yeah. Well, I'm not sure, if that, because that don't really lead to him. You have the old bridge, which is, there, and some people come.
You could defend it the week. Kashaka is the guy who's going to create the deep waters.
Yeah, we just have to wait and see. So we have a tremendous rollout of roadwork that is being done in our constituency at present. Yes. We have from Jimmy Ford right up to Pansomby.
Yes.
And really good work have been done, Kingsley. They are widening the road in a lot of areas up at Top Gome. Putting in proper
well, I drove up there several days ago, and even if it is not complete, it is much more motorable.
Yes.
Because I noticed it's getting wider. So I put my left front wheel and back wheel on some of the sidewalks.
On the slipper drain.
Yeah, the slipper drain. Yes,
that they are creating there.
Yes.
And so we talk about...
but guys, you remember when we were younger, you going over Pansomby, and you reach up the hill, you say, boy, if you could go up the hill, now you go up like it even going on.
Yes. So we have a number of road work that is being done, Kingsley. And one of the things that I said I was impressed about, from the rollout is the amount of persons from the community that who has gained employment as a result of that work. So we talk about Gome. Middle Road also is being done, and a tremendous amount of work is being done there.
What about the roads? You have a caller? Yeah, go ahead. Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening to the panelists.
Yes, good evening
to you.
Yes, Mr. the Free Touch?
Yes, ma'am. We're making sure that the voice is a nice, friendly voice and not one like love or no. So go ahead.
Yes. the Freitas. You notice seeing some lines for a long time?
If I didn't catch you, repeat yourself.
You notice seeing lines for a long time, right?
Breaking up. We haven't heard who we haven't seen for a long time.
Lime. Another situation.
Oh, lime. Where Barry Bluff and lime.
No. Listen, you know what is the cause of that?
Yeah, tell me.
There's an insect called citrus psyllid.
Citrus filling. Mm-hmm.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. It's a tiny flying insect.
Yes.
It bites the leaf, right?
Yes, it bites the leaves, yes.
And inject a bacteria inside the leaf.
Mm-hmm.
It suckles in nuisance inside the plant.
Yes.
And it causes a disease in the plant known as citrus greening.
Mm-hmm. Citrus greening, yes.
And after 3 years, the plant dies.
Yeah.
Right.
No, but
Okay,
I think I have a lime tree. It take me a whole decade before you let me go. And I agree with you that I noticed it is drying not now. I don't know if they have that's an infection, yes.
And okay. Now you know farmers be complaining about white flies for years, right?
Yes.
Okay. Now there are two predators that could deal with both the citrus psyllid and the white fly.
Yes.
One is the ladybug.
Mealybug. Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yes.
Right. And the other one is an insect that more than 99.9% of the insects never see eye about. It is called lacewing.
Mm-hmm.
It is found abundant in Australia.
Yes.
Yes. So, I tried to get at the Prime Minister 2 times, 2 Wednesdays, but they didn't get on. He didn't take the call, right?
Oh, and it's Saturday morning, and it's Wednesday morning program.
Wednesday morning.
Yeah, but what you tell me here? What
my advice is, right? The Prime Minister is that you try to get 1,000 ladybugs and 1,000 lacewings, and they will deal with both the white fly
yes
and the citrus psyllid.
yes. But what you're telling me here, right? I will call Suboto Caesar tomorrow and let them know that we have some information because this segment is being recorded, so he will get to hear exactly what you're saying and see we can go from there. Okay?
Yeah, both the ladybug and the lacewing are harmless to human, harmless to pet,
yes,
and harmless to plant.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes. Well, I thank you for that information.
I will not advise them to bring in any wax because wax will sting people.
Okay.
Yeah, lacewing and ladybug, 1,000 each.
Yes.
Now there are brown lacewing and green lacewing.
Yes.
You could buy both brown and green.
Yeah.
1,000 all.
Yes.
1,000 lacewing, 1,000 ladybug.
Yes.
And that will deal with the citrus psyllid and the white flies.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, okay. Well, thank you.
Okay, bye.
Yeah.
Bye.
Yeah. So what I will do, I will call Suboto Caesar. I'll have him if you cut out that clip from off the Facebook page. I will bring it on my page also. Send it to him. So because as I said last, there is information here from people.
Yeah.
Goes a long way, you know. And come on, anything up there you want to? Oh, you have a caller? Yeah. Good evening.
If you don't want to take my call, I don't mind.
I drink in a Marcus to say, got me feel junkish. So that's why I see your call coming through.
How come he's calling so early? Is because of the lady.
Yeah, he and Mr. Hahn is competing for the affection.
Mr. Glasgow, come on, man.
I sign for them.
Yeah.
Right. Now, Kingsley, I don't like to get involved with politics, but I have to get in a little bit here.
But hey, before you go on, right? I mentioned you yesterday as one of the person who used to be infested
Yes,
with.
I heard you. I heard
Okay,
you. I heard
okay,
you.
okay,
Yeah.
all right, yeah, okay,
Yes.
okay, right,
Yes, man.
right.
Right.
That was really
Yes,
nice. Yes,
brother, yes.
yes.
As I said, good evening, Mr. Yusuf, if you're listening. And I think that Mr. Yusuf and I wouldn't say we're friends because we don't involve, but we get on very well.
Yes.
And a few years ago, he and I was at a function. We sat at the same table, we chatted. And I looked him straight in his eyes and said, Mr. Yusuf, I like you. And everything like that. He said, but I cannot bring myself to vote for the end. Straight talk. You know. Anyway, that's number one.
But he would have liked that, you know.
I liked him too. I liked him too as a technocrat.
We met a couple of times after at funerals. We sat together, we chatted, and we just talked about our health.
Yes.
Right? Nothing about politics, strictly our health.
Yes.
Right.
Anybody you want to mention? And Mr. Mason?
Like we lose him. Apparently he dropped out.
He dropped out? Oh, he dropped out. He probably dropped out because he must hit himself with a sledge.
Yeah. We have something on WhatsApp. Somebody says, I'm curious as to why Glasgow thinks Grace will take North Windward by a huge margin.
Glasgow for answer that. Glasgow, somebody's asking you, why do you think that Grace is going to make a big difference in winning the seat?
I believe that she is a real attractive candidate.
Well, I was going to say that to you all here, and I look at her Sunday, and she is a product of activity. But she is such a pretty woman. I said, look at that pretty woman.
Yeah, so that is my thing. I think she is a very, very attractive candidate.
And when you say attractive, you mean as a politician?
In every sense of the word.
I think she's attractive. I did when he started looking at her, I said, wow, she can't notice me. I waving, she not every way. I said, so I went and put on a red shirt. For the way she waved, I said, oh, is the color? She didn't want to see the yellow.
Yes.
So that's all you have to say to the person. That's why you think. Okay.
Yeah. They actually, and that is the reason why I think she's going to win. But handsomely, I believe that she's a very, very attractive candidate.
And exaggerate the word. I agree with you.
Yes.
And let me say good evening to Mrs. Freddie Valentine. I haven't heard you for quite some time. Send us a text and let you know that you're listening now.
Yes.
Kabali was saying something upstairs there. Some people. Let me see hi to all those posters up there having all their battle on the Facebook page. Anything why we will comment, and if not, we just trade USD rubbish.
No, well, somebody rebutted and said Siobhan is also an attractive candidate, so Glasgow that answer can't cut it.
No, what I will support that person. And Senator John is attractive also, and she is she's doing the work that is expected of her. As if she wins the seat, I will not be surprised.
But you see,
because on our way down, I said to Glasgow that if she wins, she'll be Minister of Sport.
And remember that I didn't stop at Mrs. Walters. I said that the type of work that the ULP have done in that constituency, it will help.
Yeah, I agree with you, but you know, the people wary of the ULP, Glasgow?
No, you can't be wary, Kingsley, of something that is good, that has been working for you. I made the point that North Windward has benefited tremendously as a result of this ULP being in office. The life of the people.
You built a Rabaca Bridge? Now we boosted on? Rabaca Bridge?
Well, the Rabaca Bridge has been an upliftment to the life of those people. There is no worry about getting to
I agree with you in a sense, because there's nothing that Montgomery Daniel could say that he did as an agriculturist to help the people of that country. So remember, he's a trained agriculturist, and I think he's the poorest politician in St. Louis.
That is your opinion. But I am saying that the ULP has made the life of the people of North Windward better, much better, as a result of the eruption of La Soufrière, the hurricane and other disasters that they had in that constituency, the ULP. And let me say this, I said it already, that the type of work and things that Dr. Ralph Gonsalves is doing, I'm saying he's going to make it difficult for any politician, I'm saying whether it's Soboto, whoever take over the ULP, and if the NDP, by some miracle, ever end up in office, they will not be able to do the things. For example, after disasters, Parnell Campbell had made the point before he died, the late Pierre Campbell, that Dr. Gonsalves was the man for the time.
When Parnell made that statement, I support Parnell.
You understand? The aftermath of the eruption of La Soufrière.
Well, I know the man had it work cut out for him, and he did a good job as well. He had the 20,
Nobody else, Kingsley, will not be able to mobilize the resources that this government, and in particular, I'm saying the Prime Minister, has been able to mobilize the type of resources to help people and to make their life better.
Yes, okay. Well, anybody else have anything up there they want to ask? Because we want them to feel that they're part of the program, so we're trying to quiz just about some of your thoughts. If you don't hear you respond to you, is that we don't think you what we're responding to.
Somebody says, wondering if Glasgow knows that Daniel was pulled down to 69 votes. How you see Walters increasing it, and Chevron lives in the area and is on the ground more than Walters.
See, Professor Daniel came down to 69 just and winning, and she's saying that Chevron John spend more intimate time in the constituency, and Walters is taking a look from outside. Your comments?
We have to realize and recognize, as I said, you heard of the resume of Miss Walters.
It was impressive.
Miss Walters, and the type of work that she would have done in that entire North Windward.
Yes, I was impressed with that. I was impressed with that.
Yeah, Chevron John cannot match up to, you understand, the kind of work and the lives.
Were you talking about qualification and being a practical person?
I'm not talking about qualification for me, really. I'm not hooked on that or hang up, on that in terms of, qualification. I'm talking about the kind of lives as a nurse, you understand, midwife, and that kind of thing that woman, has done for that, and touch, the lives of all.
So you do hear about works that Senator John normally do in the sports and so?
I know what she's doing, but I'm saying that, this particular candidate, and I'm saying again, the kind of work that I am making this bold statement here. If the ULP lose North Windward, then they lose every single seat on mainland.
Well,
I am making this
big statement.
Bold statement here. Yeah. Because again, I'm saying, because of the kind of work that the government has done to make the life of the people of that community better than they were before.
You are a ULP supporter. Grenville Williams is listening to you. Why are you so confident that Ms. Walters could win and Grenville Williams can win?
But you're talking about, Grenville has a tough incumbent.
Nature. No, I agree with you because I have my friend who listens, Mr. Stee, always said to me that the family structure of Nature is well grounded, and Nature inherits some of the benefits from Jerry Scott.
Exactly. So, we don't, run away from one of the best grassroots politician that we had in this country.
Jerry Scott.
Was Jerry Scott. Yeah. End up losing because naturally at the time when he lost that the NDP was totally
People wary of them.
out of favor.
Yes.
It wasn't because of Jerry.
Yes.
You understand? Lack of things. So, bam, nature, because of Jerry, the bastion, the stronghold that Jerry has built within that constituency.
So you put in Grenville that he has to work extremely hard.
Of course. You have, for example, some constituencies. Let me look at East Kingston. That has been bastion.
Will there be comments?
No, East Kingston.
Fitzbramble?
Fitzbramble
Okay.
has been bastion of the NDP for. Has been in the wilderness for so many
Carlisle,
years.
Dugan, and Eustace.
You just can't touch.
Fitzbramble.
It's difficult.
Yes.
It's difficult. Some constituencies, like I make the point in Western George, in the area that we call Ashburton.
Yeah.
It's not easy.
Yeah, because in a sense, court is go
to penetrate. And thinking we have support there. We have support, but that has been, the bastion of
the NDP.
The NDP.
Yeah.
So some areas, you know them, and they're not. It's not easy to shake them.
No disrespect for the people up where Miss Francis say Upper Cane Hall, boom boom. They're strong for Sespaki. I thought Session guy he had knock off his ass and run, but Seska is stronger than ever.
No, well, again, Upper Cane Hall, and let me tell you that Curtis has a lot of relatives. Yeah. Upper Cane has a lot of Cumberbatch and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
They are all relatives of Curtis King.
So you make a bold statement if the ULP can't hold on to North Windward.
Yes. It's likely that we in serious problem.
You have a caller? Oh, the boss. 457-9997, 532-9997. Or you can send me a WhatsApp at the same. Yeah, let's go back. Good evening. Oh, you've been put a red map on that one there. 6th Street. Lavon says 6th Street. Lavon, if it's one thing I might send to you, I agree with you. Lavon. Evans, I see somebody put up Lavon, somebody put up something on Facebook. You see it? When I see it today, I laugh. I say, oh, Lavon, is that internet guru? Oh, yeah, going on there. Yeah, there's something now. There's something. Lavon, let me do the trend of thought. But hey, you said that you think that the ULP, if they can't hold on to Ms. Walters as the elected parliamentarian, they miss on a chance in losing the next election.
Yes.
But I personally feel that Dr. Gonsalve has 8 seats. I don't think the NDP could win one of the 8 seats. And I'm prepared to call an all election for Ralph Gonsalve and the ULP 8-7 again.
Well, so you hear that, Lavon. So, you don't have a problem. I don't know why you are doing. We don't have a problem. If Kingsley call it, that's what it is.
I called it against Kenneth John, I beat him.
Yeah.
I called it against Rennick Rose, and I beat them. I'm still maintaining that you see that 8 seat that Ralph Gonsalve have? Gonsalve is going to micromanage and spend time and other resources to make sure that he hold on the 8th seat.
You know Kingsley.
Because I did want Carlos James to beat the lazy man Patel Matthews, right? But this time, Shadow gonna make light work of Carlos James.
I don't know that.
You go see.
I don't know that. But the only thing that the only campaign strategy that the NDP have right now, it is the ULP have been there too long.
Too long in that.
Because the fact is that they cannot find fault. The ULP has performed Kingsley overwhelmingly.
I look at the crowd at South Windward where they launched Andrew John. I thought it was a tea party they've been having. They're going to come to everybody there. And when I reach country, Jesus, Lord, I say, the ULP still have something that the NDP seems to can't find to generate that energy to people to come.
And let me tell you something. That if you were saying that they could not have been able, the ULP cannot mobilize the people as much as the NDP can. And if you were saying that they couldn't mobilize in
Southern
North, then they're in serious problem.
Two vehicle park just when you guys put her church, they block up the road, make it look like such a people it is. So I decided to come out and walk. I ain't put up on nobody. I said, what are you going on here? I mean, I think that Andrew John is a likable person. But the young man who they have in mind, I wanted them to give Daisley the nod, but it appears that the young people will gravitate to the other guy. You know who I'm disappointed to? With Super Dog Pitbull. I thought he would be the right person to carry on from where, no, not from where Gustus leave off, from where Bolton would have left off. Because you can't tell me they're impressed with Augustine, what's his name? Frederick Stevenson, the humble African. Yeah, what call it? I move your phone from over here and put it there. I can't even see. Good evening.
Yes, brother, I could say something.
Yeah, you could say something, yes.
Saglas, how are you doing, my brother?
I'm doing good.
Yes, I want to talk about the guy, Williams, who the time who was to control shortly for a long time. Now, if, like how Tomo did run, Bowman come out. The time we beat Cabinet Park and the stronghold, he win. Well, he kind of back in this guy getting. I understand the consistency. If he beat Nature, a good bit coming out. Then when we talking in
it got four division in Cabinet Park. Williams can't win one.
If he beat Nature coming out, I beat him good coming out. By the time we reach Cabinet Park, Nature ain't gonna have the strength. He will say he make about 400 to 50. You see logic in politics, I see understanding what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I understand what you're trying to say. But Nature used to beat it. Keep that in mind.
Well, okay. Well, and then most new candidates to NDP have in like with Curtis and all these fellas and them. With them fellas, remember them campaigns for Quebecers and all of them already. And Quebecers them to the win. So they have to think about politics in their mind, how they really going about themselves. And how they doing things.
Yes.
Okay, man.
Okay, thanks for calling. 457-9997. That was stepping improving. They said, Lavon here stepping, speaking nice. Yeah, he understand the nature of politics. He said that Nature Stevenson stand a good chance in beating Grenville Williams. The only thing he thinks that if Grenville Williams could hold on in Vermont and do something,
Nature with big numbers.
Nature will cut off him. I agree that is a fair assessment.
That is when you understand the politics.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Let me say good evening to Mr. Stay. Mr. Stay, you need to call 457-9997. We have who called it? Bongo Shaka? Anita, come back. Anita,
Oi, Kingsley,
Oi.
where you pulling like a love on legs for? You all love on one, I mean, yeah, we at times may not like her behavior, but I say love on good night with Anta. You know that love on is the one, Kingsley, who have me and your friendship today. But you forget, listen to me. I used to listen to the program, Kingsley, and I wouldn't call because remember we were political enemies.
We were?
And one night, I was listening to the program and Lavon called and you entertain her and good and everything. So I said, well, if you entertain Lavon, let me try and call. And you remember now we are going, and you said to me, I said, you'd never recognize this voice. And you said, keep on talking, I'll know. So I stopped. This was the Tuesday, and then the Friday morning you came on. Don't call nobody name, and I encourage you. And you said, I want this person to know that I know who it is. And you called up the hill name. And I said, oh my God. So stop your love on a hard time. I wish that she would be more thing, but when you talk, that's love on. That's love on for you. I mean, the thing that new. But she's the one, because if you had never entertained her, I would not have gotten the courage to call.
Wow.
And look where we are today. You understand what I'm saying? So
miracle is still happening, girl.
Yeah, I mean, and you would say that if you meet love on tomorrow, you wouldn't believe it's the same lover. That's how when she come to a politics. And here, Mr. Elvis Brown, good evening. My name is Anita. I don't know if way back, Kingsley, don't call nobody name in because I won't speak again. I don't know, sir. If you could remember many moons ago when you were police, there was a certain situation at the bridge going into Bel-Air and to go up back a hill. And you had to come to the rescue. Yeah.
Here's something. You know, I never forget that. I never forget that, you know.
You know about it?
Yeah, I never forget that.
Who tell you? I tell you.
No. I had a friend. Let me tell you his name, a short name. His name was James. He told me that. Yeah.
I tell you something. But here, the beauty about this, Mr. Brogan, let me give you an ace. When you got into the vehicle and you asked the gentleman, so who is the main squeeze? And he said, the one beside me. And the lady, he said to the lady behind, you understand that? And next thing, had the man whole night to Calico Station. Listen, that is Anta for you. I am well loved, King.
That will tell you, Anta. Let me tell you something. You see Elvis Brown? When I was a younger man, we never get along because Elvis was a strict policeman. But over a period of time, I realized the man was just doing his job, and I think he's one of the best policemen. He used to bowl pretty Noval in cricket. Go say that. He was the king of Noval. He was fast, but Noval a king. Yeah. But he was all right.
Exactly. Because I said to the young man, I said, listen, I'll go home. I'm not into this confusion. And he said, no. And she said, take me home. And he said, come go with me. When we get down to the bridge, boy, the woman started displaying the car. Boy, he stepped out to throw over the bridge. And I put my hand on there and I was, oh, God, I can't do it. And there was Elvis Brown. I mean,
Baga was a serious man. Serious man.
I know. Yeah, man, yeah. All right, so Mr. Brown, I hope you remember that's it. But he should remember he's still in his right mind.
I go tell him tomorrow.
I'm going to cross with you. I'm going to cross with you on a hard time.
All right,
about our friendship, okay?
Okay, all right, yeah. 457-9997. I go in the morning tonight by 10 minutes to 10 I gone because tomorrow is Wednesday. I'm supposed to work tomorrow. 4-5, Glasgow, anything else?
Yes.
Wait, you say, come on, anything that you want to comment on? You laugh after that person there? Okay. Leave it alone. Leave it alone.
That one is too hot. You know, Kingsley, I can't go without we touch.
But don't forget we have a short thing tonight, the teaser.
Yes.
We have a caller coming. Put your hand in the mouth, Yeah, good evening. Oh, the caller stop ringing. Yeah, good evening.
No, it's me. I don't know how far I got into my thing, but I realized.
Oh yeah, you dropped out, man. You do some cheap. You do some cheap provider.
Yes, man. I was there asking a question, and then I realized it's my charger.
Oh, okay, okay. Well, here we must do. When you wake up Tuesday morning, put your phone for charge because you have to come on Tuesday night to talk to us.
You're right. I should have done that, you know. Yeah. So as I said, I don't know how far up in the what I was saying. I don't know how far I got to.
Mr. Eustace, you were talking about the
relationship that you have with Mr. Eustace
and politics. You know how you don't get involved in it.
Yes, between Mr. James and Shallow.
Yes.
Did I get that far?
No. Tell us that part now, because I am a that Shallow supporter. Okay, so careful how you talk about Shallow.
I know. Listen, Yeah. Now, I probably have to go over because I don't know what I am, how much you got. What I was saying, I'm pleased I'm not living in North Leeward. Did you get that bit?
Oh, okay, you have problem who to choose to vote for?
Listen, that's what I'm saying.
Yes.
Now, listen, Dr. Shallow's grandmother, as I said, is a retired midwife in England, right? She was living in the nurse's home, and whenever she has a vacation, she spent it with my family and myself. My children grew up calling her auntie. Okay?
Yes.
So that's Dr. Shallow's grandmother.
Yes.
His mother and I were cousins. I even went to a funeral and I paid my tribute to her at a funeral.
You been bloody organ?
Back to it, what I was trying to say. Huh?
You been bloody mouth organ?
Of course.
Oh, okay.
I couldn't go there without doing that. I had to do that for her, man. Exactly. Sometimes I'm in town and people would ask me, I hope you have about organ with you, I say, no, I don't walk with it, Anyway, what I was saying now, coming to the politics. Had I lived in North Leeward, I would have found it very difficult.
Yes.
For, as I said, on the personal side, I would have had to vote for Mr. Shallow. That's on the personal side of things, right?
Well, that alone speaks volume of the quality of the man. Don't worry.
It had nothing to do with the man. He talked about
that alone speaks quality of the man.
It has to do. He's talking about his family.
Yes, what I'm trying to get at here.
Yeah, I know, and I say to you, you have quality family, and people should support him.
You're real troublesome, You are real troublesome.
If he is.
Man,
listen,
don't make grass
what I'm trying to say
you.
What I'm trying to say is this thing.
Yeah, no. I understand what you're trying to say now.
It wasn't to vote.
I understand what you're trying to say, and I could make it simple. I could make it simple for you. You're saying to the people, not
you're making nothing simple.
You're saying to the people,
making nothing simple.
Go ahead, Mr. Mason.
Look, yeah, as I said, if I was living there and I did not vote, it meant I give my vote to the NDP.
Wow.
I'm a ULP man. I'm a ULP supporter. Right? And remember, Carlos won by only one vote,
Yeah.
He won by only one. So had I been there and I voted for Mr. Shallow, which would have been for personal, and he was to beat Mr. James by one vote, I don't know what I would have done with myself, because it meant that I would have given the NDP my vote.
Yeah, no, I get the theory, but I just want to put the icing on the cake. People,
man, it doesn't matter what you say to me, Kingsley. I'm a ULP man, full stop.
No, I'm not speaking to you now. I'm speaking to the people not the one. That Mr. Mason is saying, when you go to the polls, vote for a quality person in Dr. Keeson Shallow.
Yeah, he has the quality. Yeah, I agree.
Once you admit that, you could say goodbye.
Yeah, I done, brother. Goodbye. Kingsley. Sunday coming asked me what I was drinking, right?
What you was drinking?
Southern Comfort.
What you call it?
Southern Comfort. You see, man, those are top drinks, man. Those are top drinks.
Southern Comfort?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, hey, Mr. Mason, here's something. Eh? Don't go. Hey, what happened? I buy myself a Coca-Cola. I have it in the vehicle. And home by me, you will find a quart of Sunset Strong Rum. So when I reach home tonight, I'm gonna get some crushed ice, put it in the glass, pour the rum, take a shower. So when I reach out, it must be basic cold. So that's my drink tonight. Two cocks full of strong rum. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah.
Strong rum turn you crazy, man. I don't like it.
Oh, you gone, so you can't take that.
My father drank a lot of it for both of us, so
Okay.
that I'm all right.
Okay. All right. Well, just put
Right? Anyway, you all have a good night.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. But here's something. If you want to get back some speed, drink some strong rum. It'll help you. Make you feel strong. That way, call it strong rum. Sunset strong rum.
Yes.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah,
You have another caller? Yeah. You have another caller. Put the key behind him, I say. We trying to avoid that person. Good evening.
Good evening, my brother Kingsley and Mr. Glass.
Hey, Mr. Peters.
Good evening.
Mr.
Hearing
Peters.
me?
Yeah, we hear you now. Go ahead.
Okay, as you all was just speaking about hello, right? I just a question I want to ask. I say that when you see and the NDP government and the NDP form the government and the president and the cricket association, how you go look at that? Could he be getting 2 salaries?
No, the position that Mr. Shadow currently holds is not an executive position. It's equivalent to a president of a club, a sports club. So he will not be, when he wins the next election, he will not be the president of the West Indies Cricket Association. He will be an elected parliamentarian representing the people of North Leeward as a minister of government. Okay, so you don't worry about
that. I was thinking about it sometimes. They can't form it.
No. Yeah, because he doesn't have it's not an executive position. It's just a position resemble those of a president, those of people who just doing some clubs. So don't worry about that. Yeah, don't worry about that. Okay.
Everything okay otherwise on your side?
Yeah, everything going well, Mr. Peters, and thanks for asking.
I have quite because in a couple of weeks we have quite some in that camp, so I realize that you are.
Yes.
You read a lot.
Mr. Peters, I met your daughter, who's the permanent secretary recently, and I told her that you are one of my regular listeners, and she need to go to the phone company and get that phone fixed because with us Glasgow, we having some difficulty to hear what you're saying clearly, and we really missed that about your presentation.
Okay, when I call other then I get them clear and they get me clear, so they will know what they.
Yeah, but yes, but so
I have phone because it's as well. I don't know, like.
Yeah, and we've been having that problem with you for the last 2 months or so, so we want you to get that sorted out, okay?
Definitely.
Okay, thank you, calling, sir.
Okay, then.
Okay, yeah, so that's one of our regular caller. We have another caller there? Oh, to me, Bungo Shaka. I can't take Bungo Shaka tonight.
You're looking forward to hear Bungo? Okay, the caller came back. Let's take it.
Good evening.
Is he going to take off?
You're looking forward to hear Bungo? Okay, the caller came back.
We're hearing you. You go ahead.
Is he going to take off? Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
You need to turn your radio down.
Yes, I did.
Turn that down.
Turn your radio down on your computer.
Yes, sir. Yes, Mr. Kingsley.
Oh, yeah, we hear you loud and clear.
All right, Mr. Razorblade, how are you doing tonight?
What is so?
Mr. Razorblade, the man who cut on both sides of the Razorblade.
Oh, Glasgow, man, say
No,
hello
not
to you.
me. I can't.
No, man, Kingsley. Let me ask you something.
Is not.
Why are you Kingsley? Why are you and the NDP talking about Carlos 1 by 1 vote? Why 1 vote?
So how much did they win by? That one?
The man came from negative. He took a giant down. Patel Matthews has been for what, 10 years?
You call Patel Matthews a giant?
Well, he was a giant. He won for 10 years straight.
A lazy giant?
Straight.
Man, I disappointed you, man.
Well, we're not a lazy giant. We know that. Still, he was the incompetent, and to take a incompetent down, who's been there for 10 years, you cannot call a man 1 vote.
No, but I agree with you. I agree with you that Carlos did a good job because I wanted him to beat.
A very good job, and he will continue doing a good job.
You
see where he was last week in New York City.
Well, you know,
on television promoting St. Vincent.
Yeah, that we paying him for. We paying him for that.
That we paying for. I really cannot see Dr. Shallow winning, to be honest with you.
Well, I hope you come
So
back.
I know you want him to win. I
hope you come back and call when he gets his skin beat up like a Saturday.
Okay, and I hope when ULP get back in power, you might. I hope you could apologize for all them things you were saying.
No, I have no apology to make. That's a good answer.
You wanted back of the government from ever since I know you.
No,
you wanted back of the government because you have no influence. You have no influence.
Grasko want to talk to you. Hold on, Grasko want to talk.
Yeah, let my cousin talk to me, man. Let my cousin talk to me. Yes, Mr. Glasgow.
I don't like the idea that you're referring to my friend as a razor blade.
Yes, I called him that a long time when he was on with Crystal. When he used to be with Crystal, I see the razor blade, he cut it on both sides.
If you listen, but that's who he is. I
know that's who he is.
People have to respect him, and that's why I said ULP people must not. I dare them. They ought not to beat up on Kingsley. Why? Kingsley has to be getting licks from everybody.
But you have to at times, you know. Kingsley he have a strong back.
He has a strong back.
He have a strong back. So he could take it.
He likes licks. He does. He likes licks. He does things to get licks. Yeah. But if you listen to him, tonight, he has declared already. He has already declared the election for the ULP.
Of course, well, he been saying that.
Okay.
Because they have 8 seats that they cannot lose.
Fine.
He been saying that.
Fine.
But coming back into nature, didn't Dr. Slater beat one against Jerry?
Yes.
And knocked him out?
Yes.
So how come nature, if Dr. Slater knocked him out, he did not win Camden Park. We know he cannot win Camden Park. Even though Dr. Slater have relative in Camden Park, because I'm from Camden Park too. Mm-hmm. And I related to Dr. Slater. And he did not win in Camden Park. You don't have to win there. But you just need the numbers from there.
But Stephen Rizzo made the point that he has to come out from those other areas with real great numbers. Yes.
Yes, and I put up something right after Stephen spoke, and I said Stephen is correct.
Yes,
he's correct. He does not need to win those 4 divisions in Camden Park.
You need to get some numbers. And it's NDP is strong in Vermont, Clare Valley, and all those places. And the guy Williams, he has people from Camden Park. He has people from Camden. Yes. And Granville have relative in Camden Park. Yeah. So all you need to do is get a couple there. And the last 2 candidates that ran, they didn't have the backing of all of the people in South Leeward. You talking about my friend Jomo Thomas?
Jomo, oh my God, your friend? Well, that, I don't know about him at all. No, Jomo is he's not the people's person. Oh, I met Jomo, talk to Jomo, hello. Oh, that's all the Jomo could say. But you have to be a people's person. You have to be that, and Jomo is not. Even my cousin Maniva Glasgow.
You know what I'm hoping that Camilo Gonsalves listen to your advice.
Of course, he could listen to me. Listen, I have won money last 2 elections. Betting people at ULP. I became big candidate. I won big money against them. So I can even bet that I go win again this way.
Well, if I were you,
a man still owe me money, and NDP man still owe me money from the last election. He won't pay up.
If I were you,
I would not pay up.
If I were you,
I would not pay.
If I were
you, when they don't pay, it means that they're not honest.
If I were you, I wouldn't bet a cent on you cannot win.
They don't have a lot of honest people in them. Yes. Because the man paid the first of the money because we gave the money to somebody to hold. So he had no choice. This time, we went by word of mouth. That's if you want to win your money back, you say, oh, I can't afford to pay that kind of money anymore. Whatever. And listen, the man came to my house and they cut a couple jobs for me. We're friends. We used to work together. And he still charged me. And he owes me money.
Well, I hope you listen and remind him that you have to pay your money.
All right, guys. Have a good night.
All right, thanks for calling.
Mr. Glasgow. All right.
You have a
Take
good
it easy.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. 4579997. Any WhatsApp come on, babe? We have had a WhatsApp tonight. We had some constant phone call. They're not why reading. I remember you showed one a while ago, said that one is too hot for you. So
At least we get some good ones from Facebook this time. But
I don't know if you answered this question, but somebody's asking again. Good night, gentlemen. Why everybody thinks Mr. Shallow would win Carlos? Tell me on.
Often about Carlos. Go up by Carlos ministry and find from people who Carlos walk away. What do you think about Carlos?
Well, I don't know. The caller just said that Carlos beat a strong man. So how could you call him weak when he beat a strong man? And forget about the numbers.
Well,
the fact is that he won.
I go answer you this.
That the caller said, forget about the numbers. How much? The fact is he won.
I go answer you this way.
Yes.
Election is going to call in December. Ralph is a December man. And we go be right here doing the open forum in the last Friday, Tuesday in December.
Yes.
And I will remind you that Dr. Keyshawn Shallow is the king of North Leeward.
So that is your opinion.
My opinion is based on facts.
Yes. And Shallow is, Shallow is an NDP or ULP, or he really is.
Shallow is for the people of St. Vincent and the Grenadines.
Okay, that's what he is.
He's the politician with full of impartiality. He's qualified. He's a qualified person.
Politician.
And if that is why Ralph Guns are head hot like a fire. Anytime you hear about Keyshawn Shallow, you say, Jesus, Lord, mother. I go hold on by me 8 seats and give back NDP the North Leeward seat there. Yeah. But God, so in the hearts of hearts, that Shallow is going to beat. But you have to come. You have to come and sing the ULP thing.
I can't say that. I don't know that thing. I believe that Carlos is going to win. Yes, that is my.
A guy is only a thought you have.
That's my belief.
Yeah. Okay, right.
So enough for the politics, Kingsley. and this may be politics too.
Yeah. Wait, you have a call? You're gonna try the teaser now?
Not yet.
Good evening.
Hey, good evening.
Good evening, Sir Dixon.
Tabasco.
Good evening.
You believe, I think you might be older than me, but you think that intention people are very ungrateful.
Put it in context. You can answer the question there. Why you say they're ungrateful?
You mean by intention people have to be ungrateful to vote for NDP?
Oh Lord. That's your opinion, but it doesn't based on facts.
What do you mean they're based on facts? You could watch all them things we have going to have government doing, and furthermore, that you make.
Sorry. We're going to have doing. So we paying him to do, He asks us for a job, He tell us he's going to build a Rebecca Bridge.
You can't contradict me.
If listen to me, Carla, what I would say, I can't say that they are ungrateful to vote for the NDP, because remember, NDP has the base, and you have those people. What I would find difficult is if they vote out.
Mr. Glasgow, James Mitchell tell Vincent and people 3 times that he have money to build airport and he bill over you.
I would find it difficult.
And watch me and listen to me and listen, Mr. Glasgow.
Yeah.
Mr. Glasgow, if Vincent and people did allow James Mitchell and Eustace them to dig up Annesville airport, say them extend it to Nancy Rock.
Yes.
Vinci people get custom to catch boat, go back, catch boat, taxi go around south side, you catch plane for go foreign.
Yeah, I made the point, Carla, already.
I am saying to you, you's a big man, you have sense.
Yeah, I made the point already, Carla. I am saying that just because of NDP position as it relates to Argyle International Airport, they should never see the light of day in this country. Never.
To say NDP.
Never. They should never,
so
ever
people like Kings,
see the light
people
of
like
day.
Kings is very ungrateful. Trust me, to be still shouting NDP and saying you're supporting NDP, you's a big man and has a sense.
No, me have no sense. Me don't have no sense.
8 seat, but the people who thought banana pan their head is box of green banana pan and some big plastic green box. They think they want their children and grandchildren go back to do it.
Okay, okay, Mr. Dixon, have a great evening.
Kingsley.
Yes.
Kingsley, you must use your cut.
Okay, well, I don't have any common sense, and the man said that I am an ungrateful man. So that's how he feels.
Well, I don't see as I said, the ungratefulness in terms of people having an opinion.
Remember Rob Gonsalves, I doubt they walk in and see, man, how are you say I am ungrateful?
No. I am maintaining that the NDP.
But sometimes you wonder if people don't listen. I keep saying that ULP is going to win the next election by 8 seats.
Yeah,
and NDP people don't like to hear me say so, but I am convinced, Glasgow, that the 8 seats before they won Carlos, that the NDP can win them.
No, but also Kingsley over the years, and that's why people ask the question, who you really are, what side do you really support? Because over the years, you have been praising the work of the ULP.
No, but if
Dr. Ralph Gonsalves.
No, but if something is good, the airport is benefiting people, right? It have let me just put it minimum. It's about 300 people working there because of the airport. The education revolution and providing monies at the Bank of St. Vincent and Grenadines for people to go and study. That's helping young people. We pay nurses to become nurses.
As you talk there, I want to bring in this thing. Remember, never to forget.
Jomo Thomas, when he was on the platform, he told us, remember not to forget. Okay, well, they wouldn't pay any attention.
We will come.
Yeah.
Remember, as you outline the things that the ULP has done over the past 20 or so years.
If people pay attention,
remember never to forget.
If people pay attention to Ralph Gonsalves and tell me that service not benefit for him for the last 23 years, something wrong with the head?
So James had said one time that he will put a stamp on the tongue. That is Kingston.
So you going to change your face?
That not a bitchy brother will be able to remove the stamp that Dr. Ralph Gonsalves has put on this country. Cannot.
Well, Glasgow.
Cannot.
I want to be alive to see that.
Cannot be erased.
The port on Kingston open at Rose Place. Cummins say, he never say what I hear him say. And I'm not going to repeat what I hear him say. But I hear other people say that the port in Kingston will never open. The port will open sooner than you think. So I mustn't support that. I must say negative thing about that.
When he moved the people from Rose Place and put them
Lowman's Bay.
Mm-hmm. You know what Mr. Cummins said to the people? Your life has been made better. Please. That was it.
When I heard him say, I went down to look at the houses and the houses.
Your life. This government has made your life better. Please. Respect.
But the man say I am grateful. But here what happened? Here what happened? Glasgow, it's time for you to wrap up. He ungrateful.
I think you're not.
Wrap up. Wrap up.
Wrap up.
Let you go home.
Oftentimes people don't pay attention.
Wrap up. Let you go home.
We just talk. It's Kingsley. I want the people of this country.
You remember no right to do things?
To remember.
Yeah. Not to forget.
Never to forget.
Yes. And that has a significant collocation, and we're going to deal with that the next
open forum.
So remember, okay? And it comes with a monetary contribution.
To forget. We have not touched on the victory of the government as it relates to the vaccine mandate.
Oh, yes.
That is something that...
that's what we had planned for our guests.
Yes. But... Again,
but I spoke with her last week.
Yeah, okay, but I haven't had the opportunity to, and I see again when the unions won, they celebrate, they rejoice. The government decided to appeal, and they thought that the government was out of order, shouldn't do that.
So you think that they're ungrateful?
No,
okay.
No, the government now has won, and they now decide that they're going to appeal. It's within their right.
Glasgow is in a positive way. I don't think they should appeal. For waste money and waste time?
I really think
you think the Privy Council is going to rule in favor of the people inside the government? You must be crazy.
I really think that they should appeal.
I think whether the whichever way it turns out to be in the
yes.
Right? The reason why it was appealed was we could overlook the win. We could overlook certain things, but as a principle, as a landmark, normally when you do cases in court and so forth, I think judges, lawyers, they would go over different cases.
Yeah, reference points.
Reference points, right?
Yes.
So in moving up the chain to the final court, that in itself is a reference. You say, okay, well,
a test
this
case.
happened.
Yes.
It was appealed, and this happened.
Yes.
And the appellants went to the Privy Council, which was the highest court, and this was the judgment.
Yes.
Apart from looking at, money has to be spent.
And my thing is, Kingsley, why I think that they should appeal, and I would really want them to appeal, because I have my concern. So when you look at it, the teachers, the unions, because it's not just the
police officers, everyone.
Yes, they are in a position now to say that 2 judges have ruled in their favor. Because here, they won here. They go to the East Caribbean, and you had a dissent. 2 rule in favor of the government,
yes,
and 1
supported the
dissent. Yes. So I would want to get some clarity here, because if you have dissenting voices, then something is missing somewhere. I would love to get clarity on it.
Well, Glasgow, I don't think they should appeal. I think they should leave it for what it was. It should be a costly exercise, and who's going to foot the bill, I don't know. But it's going to be a costly exercise. But Dr. Gonsalves is in a position today where what was said by him it is vindicated by the appeal court that he was right.
Yeah, and
Dr. Gonsalves did say he wants to have a mechanism in place, and the Privy Council is going to provide that. So if it be Friday or Camelo or Charlotte to be next Prime Minister, they will have a reference point they could use and say, well, this is what
that is the same reason why here, and the Prime Minister make that point, that he's not, singing and rejoice. He just wants to show that the decision that he took, that the government took, was the right one. I believe it was the right one. Let me state that here. I asked the question, why didn't the public servant or the citizens of this country never took the issue of the mask mandate to court? Why didn't they challenge that? Because you were mandated to wear a mask. You were not going to be served in a bank if you wasn't wearing a mask. You could not have gone to the school to teach without wearing a mask.
Yes.
Why that was not challenged? There is no difference, in my opinion, between the vaccine mandate and the mask mandate. That was not challenged.
Yes.
Yeah? That is your opinion.
I know the opinion.
Because
you can't, there's like chalk and cheese wearing a mask and putting something in your body.
The same thing.
But come on. At one time we had to wear masks inside here.
Yeah.
No. I'm
Kamal,
the comparison of a mask and a vaccine, that's shocking.
my friend, people have difficulties wearing masks. I am one who have difficulties wearing one.
Yeah, but you could take off a mask. You could do it without
But you don't have to take a vaccine either.
No, but if you put something in it, how are you going to take it out? You don't have that option.
But Kamal, the big issue that is being made about vaccine, we do have.
I'm only talking about the comparison that you made.
Yeah. But I'm saying that nobody challenge it. I'm just making the point that nobody challenge it, right? The other thing is that we do have vaccine mandate in this country. You could not have gone to school without presenting your vaccine card. Nobody challenging that. You can't go to university of the West Indies without
5 minutes before 10 o'clock, time for you to wrap up, Glasgow.
So it was good.
If you wrap up a 3 out,
Yeah, it was good being here. Kingsley said 10 too, but we gone past that. So
yeah, we 5 minutes too.
Yes, I think the program was good.
Yeah, it was quite cute, calm and cool. But I just hope that you don't endorse the issue of some Vincent Shen who support the NDP is ungrateful and witchcraft and things like that. So,
no, at the end of the day, I would have problem if, like I said, I believe that people have a right to choose. NDP always had
that don't make them ungrateful.
Always had a base. I would find them if we vote against, because it wouldn't take the NDP to think those persons who once supported this government and recognizing the work. Don't you think St. Vincent would be ungrateful if they move from Taiwan?
Ask Mr. Dixon.
Taiwan to
he seems to be the expert on that.
To China. Yeah. What would you say about St. Vincent moving from
right now
Taiwan to mainland China? Wouldn't you say that?
Anything going to have to a jump in the line. I don't want to be referred to as
so the word ungrateful could come in. Yeah, Kingsley? Nothing, it's not a bad word, really.
Yeah.
That could come in.
He's actually going to use that word for how long now?
Yeah. That'll be my pep talk for next week.
Have a blessed night. And remember, the next open forum.
Oh yes.
We
never
remember
not to forget.
Never to forget.
Yes.
Remember. Vincent Shen,
think about
we
it.
ought to remember, never to forget.
Okay, so that's something we will train out for next week. Not next week. Next open forum. And we want to thank all the listeners, the persons who communicated with us. Not the one who called me ungrateful. We really love you and we're glad that you everybody laughing after me now. Yeah, so I when I come next week, I'm gonna call myself Kingsley Reads Amount Ungrateful Defrater. I gone. See you.
Let's go.
Yes.
Get ready to turn back time. Sunset Lime and Back in Time.